idea of getting sucked into a black hole is one that has been explored in countless science fiction movies and TV shows. In fact, it's such a common trope that when we hear about black holes in real life, it is easy to think of them as just giant cosmic vacuum cleaners that are just waiting to suck everything in, including us. But in reality, black holes aren't all that different from stars. They're just stellar corpses that have run out of nuclear fuel. And just like any other dead star, they're not actually dangerous unless you get too close. So could you really survive falling into a black hole? Well, as with most things on this channel, it depends. First off, let's be clear what would happen if you fell into a black hole. The intense gravity would tear you apart atom by atom and you wouldn't survive. That much is certain. But what happens after that is where things get kind of weird. According to Einstein's theory of general relativity, nothing can escape a black hole, not even light. Once something crosses the event horizon, there's no coming back. So anything that falls into a black hole is permanently lost to the universe. But that doesn't mean that it disappears. It just means that it can never be seen again. Because in theory, once something crosses the event horizon, its only possible fate is to keep falling towards the singularity at the center of the black hole. And here's the thing, according to our current understanding of physics, nothing can survive the journey to the singularity. The gravity would be thousands, if not millions times greater than Earth's gravity. The pressure would be thousands, if not millions times greater than the pressure at the center of Earth. The temperature would be thousands, if not millions times hotter than the surface of the sun. There are all kinds of bad things that would happen to your body, but the net result would be that you would be utterly crushed and atomized. That being said, if you somehow manage to survive the trip to the singularity, you might not be for long, because at some point you would cross what is called the Schwarzschild radius. This is the point of no return for a black hole. Once you cross it, there's no escaping the gravitational pull of the black hole. So even if you were still alive at this point, you wouldn't be for long. So now we've established that you couldn't survive falling into a black hole. Let's talk about whether or not you could survive near a black hole. To answer this question, we need to take a look at what happens to space and time near a black hole. As you approach a black hole, time slows down relative to an observer far away from the black hole. This means that the closer you get to a black hole, the slower time passes. And if you were to cross the event horizon and fall into the black hole, time would effectively stop. From the perspective of an outside observer, you would appear to be frozen in time at the edge of the black hole. So what does this mean for you? Well, from your perspective, time would continue to pass normally. You wouldn't feel anything unusual until you crossed the event horizon and fell into the black hole. But from the perspective of someone far away from the black hole, you would appear to be frozen in time. So could you survive falling into a black hole? No, you couldn't. But it's not for the reason you might think. It is not because the black hole would suck you in and crush you or because you'd be torn apart by the immense gravity. It's because time would literally stop for you as you approach the singularity. So you would never actually reach it. It's hard to wrap your mind around this concept, but it's one of the many mind-bending things about black holes. These objects are truly all-consuming, but not in the way we typically think of them. Instead, they consume time itself. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and check out more of our videos about space, the universe, and everything in between.